They show you so many ways online now how to fold stuff, and a lot of it, you do a lot of extra folding that you don't really have to do. And I think that's why people get frustrated and don't bother to fold their clothes. But all what I do is, they're pajamas, so I'm not gonna do them perfect. I just fold it in thirds, like that. You can lay it down if it's easier and fold it like that. So then I take the bottoms to the pajamas and I fold them. Mine are short, so I just fold them in half and lay them down. If you have a man's pajamas, you can fold this part in thirds if you need to, but I just do mine in half because that's all I need. And fold it over, lay it on top of the top and fold it over. Now, what happens too is when you put these on your shelf or in your drawer, look how neat that is compared to having 2 items. If you get 10 of these stacked up here, you'd only have 5 of these, and it looks neater. When you get ready to get your pajamas on, you just grab one thing off the shelf or out of the drawer, compared to having to get two things out. To save time in the morning looking for socks, fold your socks. Here are 2 of the ways that you can do it. Put the tops together, fold the one top over the other, and you can lay them in the drawers like this. The second way is to fold up the bottom, fold the top over, and tuck it inside, pushing all the way down past the top of the sock so that it won't lay in the drawers stretching out the top. And those are 2 ways to fold socks. To keep your closets and your drawers neater and to give yourself more room, fold your underwear. Fold them in thirds first, then in half, and when you put them away, put the folded edge out so it looks neater. Fold your underwear. Fold it in thirds, then in half, and when you put it away, place the folded side out to make it look neater. I like to fold my t-shirts because it eliminates wrinkles and it makes my closet and drawers look more organized. I fold it in thirds. Fold the other side over. Sometimes if it's a large t-shirt, I'll fold it part of the way up, half, and I lay it with the folded edge out. To organize my linen closet, I like to fold my hand towels. So I fold it in thirds, fold it in half, place it in the closet with the folded edge out. That way when I go to use it, I can just hang it on the towel rod like this without having to fold it. I like to fold my towels for my linen closet because it keeps it neat and it's more organized. I fold it in thirds, and then if I have a long towel, I will fold it in fourths. If my towel's a little bit smaller, then I'll just fold it in thirds. Why I like this method is I hang my towels on the towel rack and it's all ready and neatly folded when I get ready to hang it up. But another way to fold it, if you don't hang your towels on a rack, is to fold it in half, then fold it in half again, then fold it in thirds, and place it on your shelf with the folded edge out, not with this edge, but with the folded edge out because it looks much, much neater when you do it that way. We've had a lot of questions on how to fold a fitted sheet with elastic all the way around the edges, so I'm going to show you how to do that today. I start with it like this. I slip my one hand in the corner. I slip my other hand in this corner. I take corner number 2 and put it on top of corner number 1. The wrong sides are out. I slide down the edge that's closest to my body and I pick up corner number 3 and I tuck it into the other 2. I slide down the last side, pick up corner number 4 and tuck it into the rest. I slide down the edge closest to my body to corner number 3 and tuck my hand into it. tuck it into the other two corners. I slide down the edge again to corner number 4 and tuck it in to the other corners. I turn it around and slide down these two edges. I catch these two edges that are hanging loose here, lay it on the table, and just sort of fluff the end and straighten it. Fold it in thirds, fold it in thirds again. If you have a king size or a queen size sheet, you may have to fold it in 4s, just depending on the size of your sheet. When you place it in the linen closet, place it with the folded edge out so everything looks smooth and neat.
Hi, I'm Jill Cooper from livingonadime.com. One of the biggest challenges you're going to face in your life is how to fold a fitted sheet. To begin with, you hold the sheet lengthwise by both corners with the right side towards your body. Place corner number 1, fold it over corner number 2. Slide down this edge, pick up corner 3, tuck it in. Slide down this edge, pick up corner 4, tuck it in. Turn to this side, straighten these two edges, walk it to the table, fold and fluff this end, fold it in thirds, fold it in thirds again. If you have a king or a queen size, you might want to fold it in 4s, and you're finished. You can hang clothes on that line faster and easier if you do a little bit of prep work ahead of time. First of all, I like to fluff everything in the dryer for about 5 minutes. This helps with wrinkle control and softens the clothes. Then there's an order to which I lay the clothes in the basket for making the hanging faster and easier when I get out there. I take my sheets out and I fold them in half. Once they're folded in half, I lay them in a pile across the dryer and the washer. Here's a fitted sheet. I fold it in half. Sometimes I shake them out a little bit if they need shaking. I put like things together. Here's a pair of jeans. I put the seams on the legs together. That way when I get outside, it'll be all ready to hang. Here's a towel. Give them a shake. That helps with the softness. Putting all the like items together. Shirt. Once you start doing this, it goes pretty quickly, much faster than you'd imagine. Here's a couple of t-shirts. I like to have them piled together. It especially helps with underwear and things like wash rags to have them in a nice little stacked pile. This way you can pick the whole bundle up and go across the line and pin instead of picking up one item out of the basket, going over and hanging that up, then going to get another one. You have a whole handful and it saves you time to quickly go across. Same thing with the socks. Make a nice neat little pile with all of them in a stack together. Then you can just pick up the whole little pile, take your pins and go across and hang them on the clothesline. Once you have everything laid out on the washer, put them in the basket from smallest to largest. Then they're all ready to be hung on the line. When you have a multi-line clothesline, you want to hang the larger items towards the back, the shorter items towards the front. That way the wind can blow underneath it. I'm starting out with a flat sheet. I fold it in half. Pin it to the line, folding over as little as possible. Make sure it's not wadded up in the corners after you get it done. Now I'm going to show you how to hang a fitted sheet. I fold it in half with the corners hanging down. That way the water wicks down to the corners, the heaviest part of the sheet, and pulls the wrinkles out. You hang it pretty much as you would a flat sheet. making sure when you're done that the corners are nice and smooth. Now let's hang some towels on the line. These and most of the other clothes I like to give a good snap before I hang them up because this helps with the softness. For flat items, I also like to use one clothespin at the corner instead of two. It saves if you don't have enough clothespins and saves time when pinning them. Now we're going to do pants. I do my pants a little bit differently. I hang them by the legs because the water wicks down through the heaviest part of the pant, which is the waist, and it pulls the wrinkles out. I take the seams and put the leg seams together on each leg. Give it a good shake. Hang one leg on one line, hang the other leg on the other line. Separating them gives you airflow and they dry much faster. Button-down blouses and shirts are very easy to hang on the line. Shake it, and you hang it by the two side seams. Once again, the weight comes down to the heaviest part of the item and helps pull the wrinkles out. T-shirts can get a little bit of a pucker on the end if you're not careful when you hang them out. Fold them in half by the hem and gather them up. Give them a little tug by holding it underneath the arm. Shake it, then hang it by the sides. You want to make sure you pull it tight, not stretch it, but just pull it tight as you hang them. If you don't, and they sag, it'll wrinkle the bottom of the t-shirt. Now I'm going to show you a fast and easy way to hang out underwear and wash rags and small items like that. Always make sure you stack them neatly in a pile. That way you can grab a whole handful up and just zoom right along the line, hanging them. Once again, clip the corners together with one pin. Socks are easy to hang out too. Stack them in a pile, toes all together. Grab a stack, clip two together. Thank you for joining us today for my demonstration on how to hang clothes on a clothesline. Like any other skill, you'll get better with practice. For more money-saving tips and recipes, join us at livingonadime.com.